As a general tendency, my opinion is the first game you should develop from the turtle is to pass what I call his turtle guard. Okay, I want to pass the turtle guard as my first option. Okay, much like when I approach passing the guard, when I approach someone in guard, my first option and first thing I should learn is to pass the guard. That's what I should do. There's actually a beautiful analogy I hadn't thought about. I might include this in foundations. Go to your back for a second. The first thing you should learn, this is how I learned, is you should learn to pass the guard. If you get in guard, you should learn to pass the guard, okay? At a certain level, there will be things that you might learn later that are like, that I can, instead of passing the guard, go into leg attacks, okay? It's much the same with Turtle. When he's in Turtle, there are a lot of attacks on his neck that exist, okay? But the first thing you should learn is how to get around the turtle. Get yourself to a superior position. You're gonna see, we are gonna learn one attack on the neck, because these are safer in my opinion and better in some ways than leg locks in real fights and street fights, okay? But if I have a first option, it's go around it, okay? This, I'm way safer if I needed to just fight someone. Fighting from this position is much better for me. I have way more options here than I did when I was in front of him, okay? Now, they're not gonna make that easy after a certain while. He's gonna start to use hands on my leg. So I'm gonna put one hand on my leg so we can just focus on that. Let's just say, yeah, he goes 2 on 1. Now, the thing Coach showed you, it doesn't work. I can't move. We're gonna have to just learn how to do a very simple move, which is a back step. Hold that leg. Same principle. My arm's gonna come over the top. I get to here, I can't run my leg. So this leg is gonna back step, okay? And I come into and move back just a little bit. I wanna be hip to hip with him, not hip in front of his hip. Hip to hip. You can set up, there's gonna be other things I'll show you from here next week, but like, I just wanna get past that initial position. The back step is not complex. I was here, I started, his arm is not gonna let me move that way. I'm not gonna just try to tear through it. That's a bad idea against people who know what they're doing. My foot comes up like that, okay? And you feel it's almost like an Americana on his arm if he tries to keep that. Does that make sense? It'll pull his arm back, okay? From there, I move back and start to get myself in a good, safe position, all right? 1, 2, 3.